Welcome to the Romance Podcast. Happy anniversary,
Happy
baby.
anniversary.
For those who don't know, April 8th was our 1-year wedding anniversary. Who would have thought that here we are a year later and we gave birth to a little boy?
Yes.
And a podcast. Who would have thought?
Yeah, I definitely rank the person probably ahead of the podcast. So this is kind of cool. Most people probably know this if they know us, but if you're new here, we have the same anniversary for everything. So the day we started dating is also the day, like the date, like in a different year, then you proposed. And then 2 years later, we got married on that date. So it's really our 5-year anniversary together, same dates.
Yeah.
And it's our, 3-year anniversary of getting engaged. And it's our 1-year anniversary of our wedding.
Yeah, pretty cool. Now, this is by design because when I first met you, you had said something along the lines of, man, I kind of hate how you have like an anniversary of like you meeting and then an anniversary of getting engaged and then an anniversary of being married. Like,
Because I didn't know what people celebrated. Like,
Right.
once you got married, it's like, okay, yes, it's our 1-year wedding anniversary, but we've been together for 5 years. So if those are separate dates,
Right.
what are you celebrating your anniversary? That always kind of confused me.
So the guy that you've accused of never listening to you.
Yes.
Okay, heard that on like one of our first dates, like one of our first dates. And then it became time to propose and I'm trying to figure out when should I do it, you know. I knew that our anniversary of like dating was April 8th, 2019. And so I saw the calendar and I was like, if I propose on our 3-year anniversary, you could, I think it was on a Thursday.
No, it's our 2-year anniversary.
Was it?
Yes, because you proposed the second year together.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, I moved fast.
That was not fast. 2 years is appropriate. So you proposed on our 2-year anniversary because we were engaged for 2 years and now we've been married for one.
Okay, right.
Think about that.
So anyway,
It's all a blur. We've been together so long.
I, by design, proposed on our anniversary because it was a Thursday, and I knew if you wanted a 1-year engagement, we can get married on a Friday. If you wanted a 2-year engagement, we can get married on a Saturday. It would work out where it was like that was the day that could always be the day. And I'm very happy you chose a 2-year engagement because we could have never done it for 1 year.
Oh my God.
Like never.
I still didn't have my wedding dress in hand a year later, so no.
Yeah. So anyway, so that was it. So that's why April 8th is always going to be our anniversary forever and ever and ever and ever. We have posted a lot of pictures and a lot of like fun things about our wedding. You know, we had like the best wedding. It was awesome.
We really did. Everybody always has that one story, like a mother-in-law or a cousin or a grandma, and it's like everyone got along not only with us but then with each other.
Yeah,
like
it was
everyone
great.
had so much fun.
Yeah, we got married in Tulum, Mexico, April 8th, 2023. Jordan year. And it was great. It was a Dreams Resort and Spa. We had just like the best time. Most of our family and close friends were there. It was awesome. We were overwhelmed with love and joy. But people don't realize, because we don't post about this, is something horrible happened like for 3, 4, 5 days of our time in Mexico. So Mackenzie, why don't you take the mic and tell them the behind the scenes of the Roman wedding?
I became the sickest I have ever been in my entire life. I lost 15 pounds in 5 days.
It's too much.
And I threw up about every 15 minutes for a while. Even at our rehearsal dinner, I would just get up and leave probably every 10 minutes, right?
Yeah,
and just go throw up and come back.
Yeah.
So that was awesome.
And if you know anything about me, I'm like Vince Vaughn in the movie Four Christmases, where like if he sees throw up, I'm gonna throw up. Like I can't see puke or hear, otherwise I might throw up. Like it just really.
We couldn't have that.
Yeah,
we just couldn't have them getting sick.
So I would be like, babe, are you okay? And I mean, I actually was better than that. I actually kind of rubbed your back. And
you held my hair the
held your
first
hair.
time I got sick. So okay, the few nights before the wedding, this happened. I think it was either Wednesday or Thursday. My sickness
married
started
on a Saturday, so this
right.
is a
So
couple
the
days
Wednesday
before.
or Thursday, I didn't feel the best. So we went on our excursion and I was good.
Yeah.
Okay. We did a huge group excursion. I was in the best mood, all this. We hadn't eaten almost the whole day.
Well, I also have a theory really fast because my beautiful wife has a problem of going to the bathroom. She pees more than anybody you will ever meet in your entire life. So she took it upon herself to not drink a lot of water. She didn't want to have to go to the bathroom on top of the Mayan ruins. Well, If you've ever been to Mexico before, it's really, 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 really hot in Mexico. So when you have really, 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 really hot weather and you decide to not drink any water, you could literally get heat exhaustion, which I believe kind of kickstarted this sickness. You disagree?
So I disagree.
That's what I think.
I think what happened is that I felt amazing. Mm-hmm. And then we were in downtown Tulum and I was gallivanting. Honestly, I was like skipping around. I was having so much fun.
So much fun.
And I found a Starbucks and I drank it and I even chewed the ice.
So there was no water the entire day, but you decided to go for the coffee.
I had some water.
Yeah.
And then I had nice coffee.
And what is your coffee of choice?
Iced.
Okay, with a lot of...
Sweet cream.
Sweet cream. Okay, gotcha. So no water whatsoever at all the entire day, but then coffee.
I had some water. Okay. You're being such a hater on the water. Okay. I had a little bit. But... I think, because then after that, so that was halfway through. I felt amazing the whole day, had the coffee. I was like, boost of energy for the rest of the excursion, because we went to do the caves and this, like, the cenotes. And we were swimming. And obviously, like, cenotes, if you go swimming, and I'm freezing cold. They're very, very cold.
They were cold.
And this is a long excursion. This is a several-hour excursion. We're going through multiple cenotes, like, different ones. And probably by, like, the fourth one, I was like, I don't feel like getting in this one. And I thought that, like, I was just getting really tired of the chill, right? Because like hot, cold. I'm like, I think I need to take a break. Yeah. I got on the bus and I'm like, I was like, I think that just took a lot out of me. It's been a long day. Yeah. And then we went to a restaurant in downtown, where was it?
Tulum, no?
No. Oh, we went to a really cool area. I'm trying to remember. But anyways.
In Mexico, it was fine.
Yeah, so we went to this downtown area in Mexico. Really, really cool. Local restaurant, which the food was kicking. It was awesome. Very good. And very authentic, because nobody knew how to order but me. I was trying to like help out and order everyone's food. Yeah. So we're like hanging out.
But no agua. No agua. Tons of food, but no agua. No agua.
Yeah. Okay, so anyways, actually I did have a Coke, so you're right.
Yeah, right. She had no water all day long, and she don't think that she had any heat. What's it called? Exhaustion.
Whatever. Yeah. So then we're sitting there, and it's like I should be starving, and I'm like I'm really not that hungry. So we go back to the hotel, and then I start to feel it. I feel like this bug in my stomach, and I'm like, this cannot be. And I'm like, you know what? It was just a long day. It's fine. I'm having ginger ale. I'm having water. And I'm like, shut up. And that I tried to go to the restaurant that night. Like, I just felt funky. And I'm like, okay, I hope this goes away. And then we're laying in bed that night.
Oh, man.
And I get up and run to the bathroom.
Every guy's dream. Every guy's dream. Yeah.
And it starts. And I even heard you go, oh, my God. Because, like, you knew, like, oh, no. It's not like, I have a stuffy nose or a cough before my wedding. Who cares? This is horrible. And I couldn't get out of bed the next day. I struggled walking. I couldn't keep, an ounce of food down. And I was craving things like cucumber and watermelon. Yeah. That's it. Because it's all water-based and like...
So remember, we destination wedding, we had tons of people that flew down, spent tons of money on our wedding to come down and celebrate with us, right? So I was in this weird position of like, my girl, my fiance then, is feeling horrible. And she cannot get out of bed and she can't leave the room. And I feel bad and I want to be there for her 24/7. But also there's part of me that's like, our entire family.
We're getting blown up. Where are you guys? I want to see you come do a shot. And I can't move.
And my son Tristan. Like, I'm also a parent in this situation of like, horrible. I just can't.
It was such a horrible
I can't just stay in the room either. I was in this weird like spot of like, what do I do? And
listen, I am not a baby when it comes to getting sick. Mm-hmm. I get sick. I go to work. I've been sick and done all the gardening outside. Like, I'm not one of those people. I truly threw up almost every 15 minutes. Yeah, it was fun. It was insanity. Yeah. Like my throat was raw. It was a horrible experience, and it was days and days and days of it. And boy, did I try every drug in the book. I was at the pharmacy quite a bit. I'm like, hook it up. I made it to the wedding.
So really fast though, the night before the wedding, the rehearsal dinner, you did make it to that. Obviously, still very, very sick.
I only ate cucumbers.
There's this weird tradition of like the groom to be and bride to be should not stay in the same room the night before. Right. So your mom stayed with you. So you got sick with your mom. Where I was able to like socialize with our friends and family, and then me and Tristan, we had our own room. So I know that your mom told me that you were kind of throwing up the night before as well.
Oh, it
was bad, right?
It was not a great night. And I honestly, in the midst of this, I felt bad for my mom because she had this whole fun night planned. She bought like face masks and my favorite candy. And it was just my mom and I the night before our wedding. And I'm like, so then I'm crying because like I'm ruining it because I can't stop getting sick. But I mean, we just laid in bed and we talked and like I would eat a cucumber or whatever. And then we got a lot of drugs, lots of different stuff, a lot of electrolytes.
We were very nervous though, because now the wedding is the next day. It's Saturday.
Yeah.
And I mean, the last thing you want to do is puke down the aisle.
My number one concern was genuinely not being able to do the ceremony.
Right.
Because it's like, you're walking down the aisle and then you're up there and you're doing your vows and we just stand the whole time. And I was weak. Like when I had to walk from the room to the bridal suite to get ready, I had to sit down for like 30 minutes after that. I'm like, don't talk to me. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to stand up there in heels and walk down I was so stressed out. But honestly, adrenaline kicked in.
Yeah, it did.
And the good news is every single thing was out of my system. So I couldn't have anything and I felt weak because of that. Yeah. But nothing was churning around to make me sick anymore, if that makes sense. Like there wasn't like a quesadilla going on.
To your defense and your to brag about you a little bit, if people didn't know that you were that sick, people didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like our wedding, you were beautiful, you were fun, you were down the aisle. Like nobody knew that you were this sick behind the scenes, unless like your mom or dad or my mom. Like I knew.
Danced.
You danced.
I danced all night. I had no food at the wedding. All I had was cucumbers. He looked like he married a rabbit. The plate had lettuce and cucumbers on it. All that wedding planning for 2 years, and I was excruciatingly, painfully detailed about our menu, our dessert table, our cake. I didn't get to try a single thing.
The food was good.
Single thing.
I'll speak for everybody. The food was very good. So you did a very good job.
Heartbreaking.
You did a very good job.
I picked some of my favorite, the appetizers, the signature drinks. I didn't get to have anything.
But again, the spoiler here, she actually was a total champ, total like rock star. The wedding, you were there for the ceremony, the reception, you were great. Even that night we got back to the room, I had rose petals and everything for you and stuff like that, you know. You definitely rose to the occasion. I do agree, adrenaline was a big part of it. But people don't realize, like, you were so sick that week of our wedding. It was, behind the scenes was not fun.
I can't compare it to anything I've ever felt in my life. It was death. And then we finally got an antibiotic from a guest who attended our wedding. And thank God she brought that because it saved our honeymoon. The antibiotic cured me, which was pissed. The only thing that makes me mad is it was there the whole time. I wish I would have gotten it a few days earlier and felt good at my wedding. But our honeymoon, it would have been the same. Like I was not getting better.
We had a 6-day trip at the resort we got married at, and then we had an 8-day honeymoon situation. So 3 of the days of our wedding, you were sick beyond belief. And then that first day of our honeymoon, you were starting to feel better. And the rest of our honeymoon, you were perfect. So really, our honeymoon was not ruined. It was awesome. It was a dream honeymoon. And honestly, the wedding was as well. The actual wedding itself, ceremony,
I loved our
reception, it was perfect.
And I think that maybe I was a sacrificial lamb because I will tell you, no one has the nerve to complain about anything when the bride is vomiting.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe because people were so like, oh my God, she may not get married. I feel like nobody was like nitpicky about anything because it was like such a big deal.
Yeah.
I think it actually helped to negate any drama because everyone had this goal of like, I hope that this wedding can happen.
And it happened, and we are married. Trying to change subject a little bit because, you know, who wants to talk about vomit for the first 15 minutes of our podcast? No, but for real, I wanted y'all to see behind the scenes. The pictures were beautiful, but this poor girl was not feeling
skinny.
This poor girl was not feeling great at all, you know?
No.
So, all right. So our anniversary again was this week, April 8th. And if you follow us at all, you know that Kenzie is amazing at gifts. I am not. I've never really been good at gifts. Actually, funny story. The one time I felt really, really good about a gift, our favorite comedian is Sebastian Maniscalco, and she couldn't go to his show at the United Center. This is back in 2019. So I brought one of my buddies. She was so mad because she had to go back to Tampa. So I was like, I'm still going. Me and my buddy went. Hysterically, it was awesome. She was so mad she couldn't go. So I'm like, okay, anniversary is coming up. It was April 8th. I saw Sebastian was already in Chicago, but he was going to put out a pre-sale for a show in Milwaukee. And Milwaukee is about an hour and a half drive. And I'm part of like, I guess his like, well, actually it wasn't a big deal. It was like an Instagram follower. You get like a code and you can get like a pre-sale of like Sebastian in Milwaukee.
Super fan club.
Yeah, sorry. I was like, I'm not part of his fan club, but like on Instagram, I follow him on Instagram. So therefore I get the code. So I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to surprise her favorite comedian. She's so mad she didn't get to see him. I'm going to surprise her with like really good seats. And I got in the pre-sale super early. I bought third row dead center for our favorite comedian, Sebastian Maniscalco. I made reservations at our favorite steakhouse over there. What's it called? Like Monty's or no? It's called something, a place for steaks. Moe's. Yeah, Moe's, a place for steaks.
It's so good.
It's so good, right? So I got reservations. I got the perfect seats for Sebastian Maniscalco, all to the good, right? Our anniversary, again, April 8th, 2020. What happened in 2020? Well, in March, the world shut down because of COVID. So ultimately, like...
And our anniversary was part of the 2-week shutdown.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was.
And it's like, okay, we're going to shut down for... And it's like, they didn't make the call about, is the show going to happen? Is it not? And then, of course, it didn't happen. Here's a long story short. That show, the anniversary gift that I was so excited about, that I got for her, that I was like, I nailed it. We didn't get to do that anniversary gift till like our 3rd year anniversary. We celebrated our 1st anniversary.
Yeah, and then he told the waiters and waitresses this was our 1st anniversary.
I did.
I'm like, stop doing that.
It was our 1st anniversary, our 1 year, I should say. So like, but yeah. So anyways, that was the one time I felt really, really good about the gift. And then I guess apparently the Lord decided, you know what? No, COVID. We're gonna just throw you a curveball and we're gonna ruin your gift.
Yeah, that sucked because I was excited to be surprised too. But we just had our anniversary. It was this week as this podcast coming out, and you did surprise me, which was nice.
Yeah,
I was very excited.
Again, like we're in this weird spot of like gifts or how much are we spending on each other and whatever. So
I'm a gifty girl.
Kenzie loves gifts,
and I love giving them.
I would prefer to not do gifts and like go on a trip together. I would prefer to like have a cap on, but whatever. She loves gifts and she gets excited about them, so fine.
I mean, if you wanted to gift me a trip, I would have said sure.
So I thought, okay, she always is thinking about like, you gotta be thoughtful. So I'm like, okay, we have a little baby, Marino, okay? He also celebrated his 2-month birthday on our anniversary. Woo! So if you follow this podcast at all, you know that Marino can be a little difficult. And by a little, I mean maybe a little bit more difficult.
No.
Okay, so anyways, so I know that Kenzie is like, overwhelmed. She's breastfeeding and all. She's also working. And I mean, like, she's a rock star with this as well. What would she appreciate the most? I'm like, I'm going to surprise her. I'm going to call behind the scenes my sister, get my sister to watch our crazy little boy.
Stop it!
And then I can take her out of the house, kind of like a date, not a night, because we have, Tristan from school and everything, but we can go on like a great lunch. And then I'm going to surprise her and get her a nice, relaxing massage. And that's what we did. And you were surprised, and I put a lot of thought into it.
It was our first time. So he's 2 months old now, and that was our first time being anywhere without him together. You've gone to something, I've gone to something, right. But if we're together, the baby's there. Yeah. So that was like, it was so weird to eat a meal with you.
We went to Cooper's Hawk in Hoffman Estates. No, South Barrington. And we were in the lobby waiting for our table, and you're like, this feels so weird because we didn't have the baby.
I'm like that scene, like, what do I do with my hands?
Right.
I seriously didn't know what to do. Yeah. It's amazing how, 2 months wipes away years and years and years where it's like that you don't even know what to do with yourself because now you're so accustomed to the other, and to just not stress out about how fast food's coming out or if you hear a squeak or if a bottle's warmed up. I mean, I was just blown away. It was so crazy. So we had a super nice lunch
together,
and then I went to the massage myself because you came home to get the baby.
Yeah, well, I surprised her for all of it. So then we did after lunch. I follow me. So we drove to the massage place, and she goes, "Oh, we're getting a couples massage." I go, "No. This is my gift to you. So you're gonna have the massage for a couple reasons. One, again, it's your gift, not my gift. It's your gift. Okay, so I wanted to spoil you a little bit. Also, I gotta get home to this baby because there's only so long someone else can watch him besides one of us. So I wanted to get you out of the house. I wanted you to have a nice like 4-hour stretch of like, just be Kenzie again versus like Marino's mom. Yeah. And apparently you enjoyed it and it was cool, right?
It was nice and it was weird. It was so weird.
I did good, right?
You did really good. It was awesome. And it was really hard for me to get you a gift because me, I've always kind of gifted you experiences. Yeah. That's definitely, I've surprised you with the trip to Nashville before.
That was awesome.
A helicopter ride.
That was awesome.
That was really awesome.
And I surprised you with Sebastian Maniscalco that got closed down because of COVID.
So I usually hook you up with experiences because there's not a lot of things that you want And the few things that you want, you go balls out for. Like you're in habits.
Like you. When I met you, I wanted you, and I went balls out to get you and eventually marry you. But no, you got me a really, really, really cool throwback Cubs hoodie that I don't have. Like I have a lot of Cubs stuff, but it's like a throwback. I almost wore it for the video so y'all could see it. But
it's so cool.
But it's so hot.
I saw it. I'm like, this is the most badass Cubs thing I've ever seen.
It's so hot in our studio right now because of the sun.
Yeah.
I was like, if I wore that, I would be dying. So
but
it's a really super dope throwback Cubs hoodie that I do not have. I cannot wait to wear it. You got me for my Apple Watch a Cubs band, which I've never seen before.
Yeah,
which is awesome. And you got me a really cool white Cubs hat, which I don't wear white normally for a hat.
I know we discussed this. I got you a white one because you don't normally wear it, but you're not sure if you're going to wear it.
Well, I don't have white hats for a reason because I don't think I look good in them. But
you do. You're
telling me to try it, and I do know secretively you look good in white hats and you love white hats. So maybe if it doesn't work for me, you got yourself a new Cubs hat.
That's probably why I was drawn to it. I do love white hats.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But it was awesome. So happy anniversary. I think we both did good.
Yes.
And I'm glad you're feeling better, like from the wedding and everything.
Well, you guys have no idea. I just actually had my first sip of alcohol in over a year this week because even when I got better after the wedding, when it was like, okay, I'm not sick anymore, I couldn't have, like, I'm talking for over a month now, like afterwards, it was like, I don't want liquor. Like I didn't want heavy junk food, like fast food. I didn't want liquor. Like it's like my body was still like some fruit and vegetables, lots of water. It was crazy once you get everything out of your system that's bad for you, what you really don't want.
And we're not big drinkers anyways. Like,
no.
I've never been a big drinker. You haven't either. So
no.
like we actually just both didn't drink the whole time.
Yeah. And then once I was better, I got pregnant. So I just the other day, I had my first glass of red wine in over a year, which is crazy.
And you got pretty tipsy, like easily.
One glass of red wine, I'm like, I feel great.
All right. Enough about us. Let's move on here to anniversary gifts. We talked about ours. A lot of guys swing and miss. A lot of guys, they think they know what they're doing. And
was that a baseball analogy? That's so unlike you.
Yeah, a lot of guys swing and miss. So we have a list right here. It's pretty funny. Top 10 worst anniversary gifts to give your wife.
Okay.
Let's
see if we agree.
All right, cool. Cash or a gift card?
Yeah, that's awful. I'd be so bad if you got me a gift card.
So before I met Kenzie, because you do all the shopping and you're really good at shopping and gifts and everything, it's like for our family. Mm-hmm. There was times I would have like Christmas with like my extended family and everything, and we do kind of like grab bags or we do whatever, like aunts and uncles. And as a single guy, actually single dad as well, I either didn't know what to get people or thought this is the easiest thing I could do. I would get everybody gift cards, matching gift cards. And like, hey, buy what you want. Hey, I love you so much. You buy what you want.
You're so annoying.
And you have put a stop to that. And
because it's embarrassing. Everyone gets us thoughtful gifts and you're like, and you did the same gift card every year.
I mean,
You did a Target gift card for everybody.
They have everything at Target.
Oh,
so like, we want
so
clothes.
Embarrassing.
You want food.
It wasn't even like custom gift cards. Like, I know this is your favorite restaurant, or I know that it's just like, here you go.
All right, number 2, exercise equipment. Yeah, I don't know actually. Like, so you love what are they called? Like the stairs, right? You like those ellipticals? Stairmasters. So if like I surprised you with a Stairmaster, would you be like, oh, thank you, or would you be like, well, you think I'm fat? You probably go with that, right?
I think if I had said, oh my gosh, I want this, and then you went and got it, but if you just got it for me, that's the difference.
I always thought it was a funny joke if like guys like don't get your wives gym memberships. Like don't like subtly be like, hey, yeah, you should go to the gym, have fun with that, but equipment's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If you've asked for it.
If you've asked for it, that's the difference.
Monogram mistakes and engraving errors. Okay, yeah. I mean, like you got to double check stuff. Actually, my aunt Sandy, remember she got us that really cool picture of me and you when we got engaged?
Yes.
And then, but it was she had looked on Facebook. We had posted our engagement like video on April 9th of 2020.
Yes, she engraved it with that.
And so she engraved it with that. And I go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. First off, the gift's amazing, but it is the wrong date because you went from the Facebook date.
Yeah.
So she actually called the company and they gave her a new one, which is great. But yeah, guys, do not get a engraving or monogram mistake.
You got to be confident if you're putting it down permanently.
Appliances for the home, not for her. Okay, question though. For Christmas one year, I got you 2 gifts. I got you, what's the mixer you really wanted?
The stand mixer.
The stand mixer. Was that a bad idea?
No, okay. So I told you a long time ago, actually, when we met, I go, please don't ever get me something like that makes you, that's really for you, right? Like, don't get me like something to like clean the house with. Don't get me like, you know, look, a stove or whatever. But again, this is, I don't know. like, please don't do that. But in this instance, I love baking, and I had said, God, I really wanted a stand mixer. So there's asterisks next to these things if someone's, because I love baking. And so you bought me like this baking accessory.
Yeah.
But if you came home and were like, you bought me something I didn't really ask for, but you're like, this will probably taste great.
Yeah.
Like, here you go.
There has been times that I almost bought you, oh, no, we have an air fryer, right?
You bought me an air fryer for Mother's Day.
Oh, okay, yeah, because you always wanted it. You wanted the air fryer.
But I wanted an air fryer.
Yeah, right. So I've done this a couple times.
But if I didn't ask for an air fryer, like if you showed up this Mother's Day and gave me a toaster, I didn't ask for a toaster.
But okay, it's funny you say that because I didn't do that. But you, when we go back to your parents' house, you love their toaster oven.
Yes.
And I've thought in the past about, should I get a toaster oven? But like, I don't want another appliance on our counter.
Yeah, that's why we don't have one.
All right. Luxury lingerie versus indelicate delicates. What is that? The gift of lingerie is a delicate matter. Consider the item you have in mind. Have you ever seen her wear anything similar?
Okay, this is again something that's like pleasing to you.
Well, I think they're more about the size. You know exactly what size she is, her measurement.
That's what I mean. Like, don't go like, I want to see a latex dominatrix, so I'm gonna buy that. And it's like, okay, I don't want to wear that.
Right. Okay. How about number 6? Cosmetics. Take at face value. I mean, I don't. Why would I buy you makeup for?
So I mean, I really don't want your opinion of makeup on my face at all.
Guys, we should never buy our girls makeup for any kind of holiday or anniversary because, like, why? The all-purpose present is all wrong. Another common mistake is an all-purpose present. It begins with finding a woman that I don't get this right here. Oh, perhaps your mother had a pair of pearl earrings and your sister raved about. Oh, okay. So if your mom loved pearl earrings, they aren't good for everybody. Don't get your sister pearl earrings.
I think that you need to realize that your wife's in a different category from other women in your life.
Yes.
And people make that mistake. So it's like, yeah, I got my sister robe and my wife. It's like, really? Think about what your wife does in your life.
Yeah.
It's like, it's got to be on a different level.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's got to be on a different level.
I hear you, for sure. Number 8, what's good for you isn't good for her. Kind of what you're saying. Like, you know, you might think that she might need a new grill, but that's kind of for both of us.
That would, or just you, because I don't care that much.
But I'm saying this is the example in the article here, right?
Totally.
So, last minute gifts and gas station goodies. All right, so this is kind of funny. So my parents have always had kind of a funny marriage. My dad, who passed away in 2017, but like I have so many funny memories of like my dad forgetting anniversaries or birthdays or whatever it is, right? And then he would travel for work a little bit here and there, and then like we always kind of joke around because he would like buy something from the airport. You knew it was like jewelry from the airport.
No.
And he would give it to my mom, and like he would try, you know, and then my mom's like, "Where'd you get this from?" And it'd be like from like O'Hare or
no.
So like it's kind of became an ongoing joke in my family that like, you know, my dad would get this like gaudy jewelry from like the airport or because he had forgotten. He's like, "Oh shoot," you know, or he would work late in the car business and like would like what's open, especially back then, what's open at, you know, 10 p.m. Not everything.
Oh, Walmart.
Yeah, so you go to Walmart. Go to Walmart and get your wife a little something special, you know. So number 10, no present at all. Yeah, I mean, here's the deal. I'm not against like limits because like Kenzie, she will spend because she's so good at gifts. Like her heart is so big, she will go crazy on a gift. I feel like, you know, now, you know, we share obviously a bank account. So it's like, you're going to buy me this expensive gift. I'm going to buy you this expensive gift. That's 2 expensive things coming out of our accounts. Like, I just feel like, you know, maybe you put a limit on something, but you should never get your significant other nothing.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah.
It is more about the thought. I know that sounds corny, but I think the thought is the absolute most important part. I've always.
And if money's tight too, you can a little something, you know what I'm saying? But like something that means something to you guys.
Absolutely.
And you know.
I do remember when I met you, and you kind of said it earlier. You told me that you're not a good gift giver.
Yeah.
And I said to you, I don't accept that.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the laziest thing somebody could ever say. Because even if you yourself aren't the best at coming up with ideas, for example, so say you with me, if you were like, sorry, I got you a gift card because I'm not good. It's like, Google exists. there's a million YouTube ideas and videos, TikToks, whatever, good ideas. You could reach out to my mom who knows me. You could ask you have a sister and a mom who come up with good ideas that you could run by. I'm like, saying you're not a good gift giver when you have family and the internet and all these people means that you don't want to put in effort. That's how I always felt. And you've gotten a lot better though at giving gifts.
I think when push comes to shove, I come through in the clutch, right? I mean, like how I proposed to you was awesome, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, I feel, and then I surprised you with like your parents coming in from out of town, and like
the proposal was great.
I feel like when things matter, I come through. You know, like
yes.
I can't be Michael Jordan for every birthday. I just can't do it.
Ew. I was with you for so long, and now
once in a while you got to be, Scottie Pippen or Dennis Rodman. All right, this is kind of cool too. I didn't know this till after the fact, so I had gotten her our 1 year anniversary present before I knew that apparently there's like an anniversary year gift list. Explain what that is.
Okay, so there's a tradition, and each year is with an item. So so the first anniversary is paper. Okay. And basically you're supposed to do a gift based off that. Okay. And it's we'll go through the list because it's very interesting.
Yeah.
And you have to get creative with it, which is kind of fun. And I feel like, should we do this from now on? Should we follow the modern day list and try to come up with gifts for each other?
So this is modern? This is like an
no,
old...
No, it is old school.
Oh, it's old school.
Yeah.
Okay,
so this is the updated. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. This is like, it's listing it.
So there's a list of like 1 through, oh my gosh, we're not reading all these.
No.
But like, okay, 1 through 60 of whatever anniversary year it is.
Right.
There's like a theme. So like you had already said, the first anniversary theme is paper. What does that mean?
So, okay, say I got you, it would be a gift printed out. Say I got you a certificate for something. It was printed out on paper or like maybe photo based because whatever. So cotton.
All right. So I have a funny, we could do a fun little game here. Why don't you, I'm not seeing this list. Why don't you read what it is? And the first thing that comes to my mind for a gift for you.
For a gift?
I'll say.
Okay.
Okay.
Second anniversary is cotton.
Q-tips. I'll give you Q-tips.
This is going to suck. Third anniversary, leather.
Oh, it's got to be like clothes, like a skirt or something.
It's leather skirt.
I don't know.
Fourth anniversary, fruit or flowers. Fruit.
Edible arrangements, kind of a combination of both.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna get.
This is like a fun little...
Fifth anniversary, wood. Don't be a pervert. Don't.
Let's skip that one.
Exactly where you're gonna go.
Let's skip that one.
Sixth anniversary, candy or iron.
Iron,
like the
metal.
Yeah. So you could find something made out of like iron.
That's a crazy range though. Like candy or iron.
I didn't come up with it.
All right. Your favorite candy is like sour.
Yeah.
So I would do like sour candy. And you don't really iron. You like steam stuff. So I don't know.
You would actually buy me a real iron, you idiot.
I don't know.
It's just like the element. You don't have to go buy an iron. You're supposed to be creative. You're not understanding. This is supposed to be creative. You're just listing like an iron.
All right, we're not gonna get through all 6, so kind of go to the good ones.
Okay. So by the way, my brother and sister-in-law, they do this.
They do.
Yes, and they come up with really, really good ideas.
What do they do for cotton?
So I don't know what they did for cotton. We could call them, but cotton you could do clothing. Think about it; it's made out of cotton.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, I thought Q-tips, but
I thought that we kind of like fell in line because I spent paper on your gift this year, so we didn't have to. Okay, so we didn't have to like mess up. But I do know that they got like a really cool wood, like so the 5th anniversary is wood. And they did like a cool like engraved bar sign like somebody gave them.
That's cool.
Like out of wood.
I still think my idea is better, but
ew. For who? For who? And then I know that with bronze on their 8th anniversary, she got him, my sister-in-law got my brother like this really cool custom like almost keg.
Oh, that's
made
cool.
out of like a coppery bronze. So like things like, so you could do things like that.
I don't think I want to do this. I don't think I want to do it for our to you?
For our relationship.
For our relationship.
Do you want to do it for a different relationship?
No, I'm saying, is this like, would you want to do this or it kind of put you in a box, right? Like, it's like, okay, so 16th anniversary is coffee or tea. I'm going to get you a Starbucks gift card.
No, you got to get creative. Maybe, oh my God, you know what you could do for me?
What could I do for you?
Feel free to steal this idea. We could take a trip to Cuba because I love cafe con leche.
I don't think that they meant for the 16th.
Coffee themed.
Yeah, it's coffee or tea. They didn't think Cuba for that one.
Why? We could go to Boston because of the Boston Tea Party. We could take a trip.
I've already knocked out number 18. Appliances. You already got your mixer and your air fryer.
It doesn't work. You don't get to cross them off the list.
Okay, 20th anniversary, China. We have really good like China plates that we never are allowed to use. So we already have those.
No, we could go to China.
Yeah. I've been to China. I've been to China 5 times, you know?
I know. I do know that.
I got arrested in China.
I know. I knew you were going to say that the second you saw the word China.
We're not going to tell that story, but true story, Justin Roman got arrested in China. Okay. 27th anniversary music. I know what I do for that.
Would you write me a song?
If
what would you do?
Thankful or God willing that Steve Perry is still alive, I would hire him out to sing our wedding song "Faithfully" from Journey at wherever we had the party at. We had a party at like I don't know, Old Crow or something. I'd have Steve Perry come.
We'd go to Old Crow
and sing "Faithfully" live for you in 26 more years. Let's skip to kind of the very end here. If you make it to your 60th anniversary, the theme is diamond.
Yeah, baby.
All right, that makes sense. You make it to 60, you deserve some diamonds.
We're not gonna have that.
What do you mean?
You're already in your 40s. We're not gonna have a 60th anniversary.
You don't understand. I think I'm gonna outlive you.
That's horrible. That means you just think I'm gonna die really young.
No, I just think I'm gonna live very, very long.
Okay. So if we had a 60th anniversary, you would be how old? 106.
Yeah. I'll be killing it.
You're gonna buy me a diamond?
I'll be killing you. I'm gonna get you a diamond Cubs emblem for your necklace.
I don't want that. For your walker? Because I'm gonna be wheeling you around.
I'm sorry, you're gonna be what?
In 60 years?
Yeah.
I will be 88.
Yeah.
80. How old am I?
You're 28.
I'm 28. So in 60 years, I will be 88.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to be a spring chicken.
Hell yeah. Well, compared to you, you'd be 106.
You're not going to be a spring chicken, Mackenzie.
You're going to be like, I'm with the young thing over there.
All right. Finally, keeping with the anniversary theme for Famously in Love. You always hear about Hollywood and like people cheat and scandals and all this kind of crazy stuff. We thought it'd be kind of nice to go through the 17 longest celebrity marriages in Hollywood because, again, it has like a bad rap in Hollywood, but like there are some couples that last and kind of survive the test of time.
Yeah.
So
what do you got?
All right, here we go. Gloria Estefan and Emilio Estefan, 45 years. Wow.
Oh, that's awesome. Not diamonds yet, though.
I guess the rhythm did not get her. Rhythm is gonna get you. You get it?
Yes.
That was pretty funny. All right. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn, 40 years.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I thought that they weren't married.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They were never technically married. So they've been in a relationship that long. Right. They consider it like, because they like to wake up every day and decide. I wouldn't let you do that. I wouldn't let you wake up every day and decide.
This is kind of crazy. The iconic actors met on a movie set in 1968, but a 6-year age difference and a hesitancy to date someone in the biz kept them apart. Wow. So they reconnected 15 years later during an audition. Okay, cool. So they actually had a little fling going on. She was probably a little too young if I had to read between the lines here. And then they reconnected.
Think so?
Why would they put a 6-year age difference in the caption? Anyways.
That's not very long, right?
40 years. Pretty cool. All right. Pauletta and Denzel Washington, 40 years.
Oh, everything about Denzel is awesome.
Yeah, I agree. He's awesome.
I just love him.
I love him too, for sure.
Amazing.
Oprah and Stedman Graham, 37 years. Are they married?
I don't know. There's so many rumors about that. I feel like
they began dating.
Yeah.
They never made it down the aisle. So they were. Yeah, they're not married. They're more just partners.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of these people who didn't get married.
I have a question though, like why? So like if you're together for 37 years, why not get married? Like are you keeping your options open?
I know that like the Kurt Russell one is like they said that they like to wake up every day and choose each other. It's not because they're legally obligated to. It's like by choice.
I choose you every day.
But like I said earlier, I would never let you do that because I feel like you're moody, and I feel like
I'm moody.
I'm not willing to roll the dice each morning.
Let's go over our past couple days, Miss Mackenzie.
Don't you start. You're moody.
All right, Kevin Bacon and Kira Sedgwick, 35 years.
Oh, I honestly didn't know he was with somebody.
Me neither. But you always hear about the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon, right?
What?
Never heard that?
No.
There's always like 7 degrees. Like it's 7. You're 7 times removed from Kevin Bacon somehow, some way.
What?
You've never heard of like the Kevin Bacon thing?
The Kevin Bacon thing?
Yeah. Well,
no.
Yeah, we'll go over that later on.
What do you mean you're only 7 people away? So I'm related to him somehow?
Not related, but like, you know, somebody who knows, like, it's always like listen, I don't have time right now to go through this right now. And I to be honest, I don't think I know exactly 100% what it is.
What you just told me is that we're both related to Kevin Bacon.
Not related, but like, there's something with Kevin Bacon where like everybody is like only so far away from Kevin Bacon. We'll go over it.
I feel like I'm super far away from him.
Rita Wilson and Tom Hanks, 35 years.
They're a sweet couple.
Yeah. I mean, Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington, 2 of my favorite actors of all time.
Yeah.
Will Smith is probably number 1 for me. Tom Hanks probably number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Denzel's what, 3?
Probably 3. Yeah, he's good. Let's go. Ted Danson and Mary Steenburgen.
Oh, I love her.
In case you don't know who she is, she was the mom in Step Brothers.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's actually she's kind of always like the attractive mom. Mm-hmm. Like it's like her role consistently.
Yeah, she's good. And she's probably like in her 70s, right?
I don't think she's in her 70s.
No, yes, she is.
Stop it. She's not.
Yeah, I think she is.
We'll look it up.
All right, cool. Faith Hill and Tim McGraw, 27 years. That's cool.
Wow. 27.
I love Faith Hill.
I love Faith Hill.
Yeah.
Tim McGraw is always I feel like he seems high maintenance.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Even in this picture.
I have no problem with him, but I will say
have problems with him.
He got really, really jacked later in life. Like he went from like a cool country singer back in the day to like really, really jacked, and like, yeah, that was kind of a weird transformation. But I've always loved Faith Hill, and hey, it works for them. 27 years, pretty cool. I believe he also went to I think he went to rehab, didn't he?
Oh, did he?
I'm
finding out I don't know enough about these people.
I could be making that up, but I feel like he had some demons. Sarah Jessica Parker and Matthew Broderick, 26 years. Ferris Bueller, 26 years. Pretty cool. That's a power couple, right? Think about it.
There is such a power couple.
Because he, obviously, I don't think is an actor anymore in movies, but like...
he's a huge on Broadway.
In Broadway, he did really, really well.
Broadway.
Yeah,
yes.
very cool. Leslie Mann and Judd Apatow, 26 years.
They're the best.
In case you don't know, Judd Apatow is like one of the best producers of like he did Superbad. He did
This Is 40.
Knocked Up. This Is 40. All like those kind of dirty, funny movies. He's the director or producer. And then Leslie Mann, she was the actress in a couple of those as well. Like This Is 40. She was also in Big Daddy. They are funny.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
They have to be. If I could go out with one couple, I would go out with them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They are so fun.
You just said doorman. That's from Knocked Up. Actually, fun fact too, in Knocked Up and This Is 40, their kids actually play Leslie Mann's kids.
I know.
Yeah.
And they're so cute.
Yeah, they're awesome.
And they did a really good job too.
They did.
They really did good.
There's a couple scenes in This Is 40 when like the older daughter says a bunch of obscene words. And I wonder how they felt about that, because like your daughter, who's probably like, I don't know, 10 or 11 or 12, saying the F word over and over and over again. It's got to be weird as parents to like say, okay, do that, but don't do it at home.
Right. I mean, I get, but like I think if you grow up as an actress, like you're living in a different world, you know?
Cindy Crawford and Randy Gerber, 25 years. I've never heard of him before. Randy Gerber, who's that?
I don't know him.
Businessman Randy Gerber.
Okay. Well, now we know.
There you go. All right, good job, Cindy. Oh, David and Victoria Beckham, 24 years, Posh Spice. Now, there was a documentary that came out. Wasn't he unfaithful for a while?
Okay, it's like, I heard that was clickbait. Like, it was a tease to get you to watch it.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
I heard it was really good.
I heard it was good.
Yeah.
But, God, he read her for filth in one of the clips, because she said she grew up middle class. Did you see this?
No.
So there was a little excerpt that I saw on Twitter where she was talking about growing up middle class. And he goes, we're not going to do this if you're not going to be honest. Because he was like, and she goes, I did grow up middle class. He goes, what car did your dad drive? What car did your dad drive? And he asked over and over and over again. She goes, a Rolls Royce. He goes, you weren't middle class. And like walks out.
That's funny. So she grew up rich.
Yeah, but he's like, it was middle class. It's like not a Rolls Royce.
I feel like Victoria is a very rich name.
Yes.
Like, you're not named Victoria unless you come from money.
Well, honestly, Beckham's a rich last name, though. I mean, she just kept it.
Yeah.
She really did. And she's Posh Spice.
Posh Spice. Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr., 21 years. Wow. You know who they are?
No.
So there's an age difference between me and Kenzie here. Sarah Michelle Gellar was Buffy the Vampire Slayer back in the day.
Oh, I loved that show. Okay.
And Freddie Prinze Jr., he was a really good looking dude back in the day. All the girls loved him that I went to school with. He was in like, what's that movie that Addison Rae just redid? She's All That?
She's All That?
Yeah, but he was in the original one, I think.
Which was He's All That, isn't it? Or was it always
No, I think it was She's All That, and then Addison Rae did like a He's All That.
Oh, okay.
I think. But he was in like a bunch of like fluffy, like kind of like teeny movies.
Rom-com-y
Yeah,
vibes.
but like all the girls love that guy. So hey, 21 years, pretty cool. Awesome. I don't know who they are. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban,
I
17
love them.
years.
And he calls her Nick all the time, and it is
Yeah.
so friggin' cute.
Yep.
I love them.
So when I did country radio for 3 years, my favorite interview of all time was Keith Urban. He was the nicest guy. He had the biggest personality, and the accent, you gotta love the accent.
Oh, he's just so
But
sweet.
fun fact, you know that he has the Australian accent, right?
Yeah.
He was not born in Australia. You know where he was born in?
Where?
What country?
No.
New Zealand.
Really?
Yep. Keith Urban was born in New Zealand, even though he's Australian and has the accent.
Oh, so you grew up in Australia?
He must have. But like that was like a fun little fact on one of our game shows.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he was awesome. So that's a great couple right there. Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi, 15 years.
Oh, I knew they'd been together a long time.
They're still together?
Yeah. Why?
I was curious. I don't,
Yeah, well,
'cause
it was on the list.
Well, because she had a bunch of things happen to her, like she was mean and whatever.
I think
so,
Portia stuck through it.
Yeah.
I think Portia stuck by her side.
And that's it. 15. And then sorry here. Kenzie and Roman, 1 year.
Oh.
Yeah, we did
We've
it.
been together for 5.
No, honey, you can't do that.
Why? Kurt Russell's not even married.
That's true.
He's
Actually,
on the
yeah.
list.
So I guess we are at 5 years according to this list.
Yeah, that's a long time.
You were going in for a kiss, and like, yeah, I know we're on YouTube, but mainly we're on Apple and like Spotify and stuff, so no one could have seen that. But I appreciate it.
kiss.
That was cute. All right. Well, anyways, that was fun. Happy anniversary, babe. And I think that some of these couples we can look at. By the way, I'm kind of mad with this Hollywood thing. John Bon Jovi is married to his like high school sweetheart, and they've been married for like years.
Now, he was unfaithful to her.
And he's not on this list.
I'm sorry.
I guess maybe because music, it's probably a different list, right? Hollywood's probably like actors.
That seemed more like actors.
Well,
run
Keith
that list.
Urban, but then Nicole Kidman's.
But Nicole Kidman's an
yeah,
actress.
okay. Because I idolize John Bon Jovi. I'm a big Bon Jovi
But
fan.
that's an interesting story because you told me
Yeah.
he cheated on her.
So, one more thing we'll talk about is like, so John Bon Jovi, when he first became famous or was trying to be famous or whatever, you know, when you're a musician, girls flock to you, especially a good looking one like John Bon Jovi, right? In his heyday, he was a very good looking, stylish dude. So I guess he was maybe dating some models or whatever, and really kind of, I don't know if he cheated per se, but definitely kind of straight away.
He just had coffee with all these models.
Meaning
He
like,
didn't do anything
maybe
bad.
were they on a break? I don't know. Anyways, the story is that he kind of maybe strayed a little bit, and then he kind of realized like, what the hell am I doing? Like Dorothea is the love of my life. I think like high school sweethearts, whatever. So he went back to her house, and he actually begged her mother to forgive him for all the bad that he's done. And then from that moment on, they were like together forever. And he had a realization of like, I love this girl. What am I doing? This is all superficial. I want to be with the love of my life. And he apologized to the mom and obviously to her, and they're still together. Pretty cool.
You know what I wish? I wish men could hear that story
Mm-hmm.
and they could not learn from mistakes, but learn from somebody else's mistakes.
Well, one more thing we're going to talk about before we get out of here.
What?
Sam Hunt. We love Sam Hunt.
I know.
Country artist Sam Hunt.
I know.
And Sam Hunt is a phenomenal artist, a phenomenal songwriter, I think he's a good dude. I actually hung out with him before. I love him. I think he's great. He has made a few mistakes in his life with his now wife, Hannah Lee.
Admittedly, they're in the songs. Like,
Yeah,
He talks about it.
He hides nothing, right? So, I mean, there was even a situation where, like, the whole first album was about how he lost her, and then he finally got her back, and then he lost her again. Then he got her again, and they got married. They had a baby, and she filed for divorce, but then she pulled the divorce out. Like, there's some messy things going on, but we love him. We love Sam Hunt.
I know. And so does Hannah Lee.
And Hannah Lee does too.
Because she has put up with a lot. Props to Hannah Lee.
So my point is yeah, guys and girls, by the way, because I can give you a bunch of dirty things about girls that did like, you know.
Bunch of dirty things about girls.
I mean, I'm saying like guys aren't the only ones that mess up or cheat. Like, you know this.
I know, but
what?
it just feels like it's more.
Okay. My point is yeah, if you had a crystal ball, you would not do the stupid thing that lost your girl or your guy. But I mean, it's just
But I feel like that's not true. Like, if you had a crystal ball, sleeping with someone else is gonna put that at risk.
I know. I'm saying like they're called mistakes, and if because they happen, right? Meaning like I don't think Sam Hunt ever thought that his life would be ruined by this one moment, and then it was. And I mean, he got his girl back. It's all good. John Bon Jovi, I don't think he was thinking long term of like, I'm gonna lose my high school sweetheart. But then, you know, I just feel like, yeah, if everybody just stopped making mistakes, we'd all be perfect.
No, but I do wish more people, not just men, I wish more people would appreciate what they had before it was gone as a whole. I think that happens a significant amount of times in relationships.
Yeah.
Is you wait. Everyone wants like forgiveness once. And let me tell you something. You can do that, but you are going to affect your relationship. It's never going to be the same. Once you do something like that, even if you get the forgiveness, there's going to be tension. There's going to be insecurities. There's going to be, you are damaging a relationship even if you get them back. And it's just never worth it.
I agree. I always kind of said, and this is a really bad, it's kind of a spot on analogy, but it's a sad one, is I feel like cheating, and then like if you cheat on somebody and like break that trust, it's kind of like cancer where like it just never goes away. It's like one of those things where like you could get your girl back, but like she's never going to trust me to go out with my boys again, or like, you know, or I can't be around girls ever again. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always there and it never truly goes away.
And I mean, I can speak firsthand. I've been cheated on, and there's different forms of it, by the way. Like it's just like, you know, if you go through someone's phone and they've done something that's hurt your like it is like a cancer where unfortunately, even though somebody else did the crime, you face the punishment forever as the other person.
You do the time.
Yeah, because it hurts you all. Like you don't get to forget what you saw or what you heard or what you part. Like you don't get to forget it.
This is our 10th episode of the Romance Podcast, and I think you are 10 for 10 at hitting the microphone. I think you have a 10 streak of hitting the mic with your hands.
I said something really passionate, and you don't even listen to me.
No, I love you, and that's why I've never cheated on you before, because I don't want to have that cancer in our relationship. I want us to be good. I want you to trust me. Mm-hmm. I trust you.
Do you?
You go out for walks at Marino. I go
out for walks in the neighborhood.
I don't second guess you.
Oh my God.
All right, well, that's it for our anniversary edition of the Romance Podcast. I love you, babe. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
The best thing I ever did was ask you to marry me, and the best thing you ever did was say yes.
and he doesn't give me an opportunity to be romantic. You just take it.
And don't forget, you cannot spell romance without Roman.